What is going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. So in the last video, we basically got all the extra bodywork, whatever, done on the car. So now all that has to be done is like sanding and painting, which is really cool. All I have to do now is basically just throw on the coilover, throw the wheel back on, get this thing on the ground, and then I want to pull it outside and get this Genesis thing outside. I cleared a spot outside for it. What I'm gonna be doing is tearing this car completely apart, taking the hood off, taking the trunk off, taking the doors off. So that way I can prep inside like the door jambs and all this underneath stuff. But I don't have any room in here currently. So the only thing I can do is basically put that car outside because I don't really care about it. And then have this thing out here all tore apart, blown apart, and just have that area for the parts. That's basically what I'm gonna be doing. And yeah, then we're gonna just start prepping it for paint, which is really cool. I'm just gonna bolt that coilover back on real quick, put this thing back on the ground, and get going. Okay, so it's actually a couple days later now. I got everything moved around. Basically, my plan now is gonna be to tear this thing apart. So I needed the space, even though it's basically already full. But I need the space back there so I can put like the doors and the hood and the trunk and all that stuff back there. And then I can like sand inside the jambs and like inside the door jambs and whatever, like on the door and on the car, like all inside here. That's all gonna get done. Now I kind of have room to do that. So first thing I'm gonna do is take this trunk off. I was gonna try and do it on here because I've mentioned this a few times in other videos, but this inner structure has separated from the skin. And I don't know if you can really see in the video, but it's actually causing an issue with the roof. When the roof is in the trunk in here, it sits like underneath this bar, and you can see it's been rubbing on it. And obviously that's not great. So I wanna kind of get that to go up a little bit higher. And I'm assuming just the vibration of it like bouncing around because it's not attached to anything isn't doing any favors. So what I was planning to do was leave the trunk on the car, use something like this, and then like kind of halfway close the trunk, like, and then push this out to that. But doesn't seem to be working. I think I have to set like weight all over it. So what I'm gonna do, because I was worried about putting it on the horses or whatever and then having only where the horses go be like sucked in, and then it would cause like a dent or like a wave in here. But this was causing just like one high spot. Even if I put like a piece of wood on that, I did that, and there must be like old glue or whatever in there, so just a little bit of pushing is too much. So I'm gonna take it off, and I'm gonna be super careful. I'm gonna put the one horse like this way, where you don't see like up inside there, where none of this structure is, so it won't be affected. And then I'm gonna put the other one like right up here, which also isn't affected by the inner structure because it's all like this area here. And then when it's upside down, it'll be much easier to like clean and do like the seam sealing and stuff. And then yeah, I'll just basically set like things here and there, and maybe even with it just being upside down, we'll kind of let it sit. I don't know. So anyways, I'm gonna try and get this trunk off. I've never had it off before. 2 bolts and then a nut with a stud on it. And then gotta undo these and then take the wiring and all that out. And then we'll, I guess, see what we got. I'm just looking now. It's got this harness. It's for like I guess the trunk popper, and then also the third brake light, which I deleted. But you would think that there would be a plug or something like in this so you can take the trunk off, but there's not. It goes all the way down here on this hinge, and then on this part, which is when the hood or the trunk flips up, and it goes all the way down in here, tied to there. Then it goes into this harness and splits off into 4. So there's no plug. So I'm gonna have to take it all the way back from inside here, pull it all the way down, and basically just leave it on this hinge right here. And then just pop these off and then just let it hang, I guess. Kind of stupid, but whatever, not a big deal. I don't know why Nissan did me like that, but. So a little change of plans. We were gonna take the trunk off, but it's massive and really heavy and awkward. So just waiting for maybe somebody to come help me out. But in the meantime, we're gonna take the hood off and then both the doors off. And I guess just get started with that. And then I'll start setting everything up, just like leaning up against the wall. But this should not take long at all. And we'll just pop these doors off, pop the hood, take the trunk off, and start sanding. I think I'm actually gonna sand inside here before I seam seal it. I mean, that's always good, right? So it has like a little bit of something to stick to. So I'll basically get this all prepped, sanded, re-seam sealed and stuff, do all that, and then paint it, and that'll be good. It's gonna be quite a bit of work, but it'll be worth it. So as you saw, we just got the trunk off. The thing was actually not that heavy, but just really awkward. The only other thing I might do is just take the fenders off really quick, but I'm kind of scared to take that side off because I did this side to do the wire tuck and that, and both of the bottom bolts snapped. And it's just a pain to drill them out. And then you can't get to it from the back side, so you have to like drill it out, re-tap it with a bigger size. It's just a huge pain. So I honestly might just leave the fenders on. I can get everywhere that I need to get. And then basically until I go and do the engine bay eventually, I don't really need to take them off and paint underneath them. I'm just gonna paint this whole lip here and just leave the engine bay in that for now, because there's nothing to look at underneath there anyways. It's just a stock NA SR20. So I'm never popping the hood on this. So I really don't care about that for right now. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna leave the fenders on, leave the hinges on, so they just stay where they are. But now I'll take the side skirts off and start taking the trim off, take everything out of the door jambs, like these little latches, a little sensor thing, this rubber, everything out, and start sanding everything. So I think that's gonna do it for this video. Actually, we got everything that I'm taking off the car, except for the side skirts, but it takes 2 seconds. So yeah, this is super cool. So maybe, I don't know, in the next video, we might see the color, which I actually haven't got yet, because I've honestly been like deciding this whole entire time. Everybody keeps asking me and I'm like, oh, it's a secret, but I really don't know. But now I do, because it's so close, I'm just gonna go for it. But yeah, we'll see. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is some big progress. I'm super excited. I don't know, hopefully you're excited. Hopefully it comes across, but this is a big step, and we're gonna see a painted car pretty soon, and that's really, really cool. So if you guys enjoyed this video, that's awesome. That's cool. I really appreciate you guys watching, as always. And if you want to like, comment, subscribe, if you want to share and tell your friends, that's cool too. But yeah, we will see you in the next one.